from Detroit, Michigan, USA. In My House, hosted by T. Carlita, where the true stories are told and great music is played.
Some of my heroes had to start broke. Famous face and can't afford bar soap. See, I've been working, I just wanted you to notice. I sent you everything, but you didn't open up the folders. I started making tracks cause it was cheaper than laptop. I always win the game, shit, I could win it at halftime. You know the deal, you can't afford to let your soda spill. We dropped the champion mixtape and moved $250,000. Director did your design, I spit that braggadocio. And fame is not the reason I became a rapper for. Shit, I'm brighter than the Apple Store. Stroking her, giving a cobra, give her afterglow. She bring it back and she throw it back at me. I get it in deep when she on her back flatly. Trap money like a bear hunter, and when I see it tap honey like a snare drummer. Shit, I did it on my own. Detroit on my broad shoulders. I'm coming for your troops and whoever you call soldiers. But obstacles are made to push you harder than you used to. It's not about who you know, it's about who introduced you. I'm making history that defies the timeline. Gorgeous as the skyline whenever it's prime time. I break the rules and I always get accomplishments, and that's only besides the fact that I'm brim with confidence. You understand, man, I took a splash out of good shit. And when baby walks, she moving more crack than a pusher. My new rate is where you ain't even heard it for free. Made it where you can't even move without a permit from me. More deposits than withdrawals, I'm a cash dime. And if I don't get it, I grasp till I latch on. Heart like Plaza, boss like Master. Seen him as a young nigga, have a hard life as a D-boy. I reminisce like T-Roy, but capturing the moment every time that I see joy. So hood, I take royalty checks to the check cashing. Expect prop payment dressed in the best fashion. Pow, just wait till the album, man. Nix being inside of the speaker.
You are In My House, hosted by T. Carlita, where the true stories are told and great music is played. Welcome to another episode of the In My House Techno Music Show. I am your host, T. Carlita, and I am so excited to bring you another Detroit icon, legend. Although he ain't gonna consider himself an icon or legend, but let me say that for him, because he definitely not gonna say it himself, because he just not that kind of guy. He's humble, smile all the time. Every time you see him, he's happy, bubbly, and super excited. Mr. Nix Speed, what's up, dog?
Hey, what's up, T? We in my house, baby.
Yes. Via the Jetsons way of life. Remember when the Jetsons, we watched that growing up, we watched them look at people on their thing. It's like,
Yeah.
we're here.
We're here now.
I'm still waiting on the flying cars though, but I don't think the world is quite ready for that.
Yeah, I know. Somebody got one.
Yeah, I'm sure. But listen, check this out. First of all, I want to just say, I am so proud of you and so appreciative of you for over the years. I have only met you out and about at different places. I remember the one time I think we had a real cool hangout.
Yeah.
Pitchfork Radio, when they did those things, Ted Shoemake and them did that thing at Shinola.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, we also had another cool encounter when DJ Jazzy Jeff was here DJing for that.
Oh, wow, you were there for that one. Yes.
For that one, yes, and several other occasions. But listen, I want to just start off with you, and let's let the world and the audience and the viewers know, who's Nix Speed and what motivated you to even start producing and DJing? What got you doing that?
Well, I'm just a guy from Detroit, from the West Side, Dexter. You know what I mean? And I actually had, first of all, everything starts with the family. So, my dad worked for BET, and he produced the video soul for Donnie Simpson back in the 80s. Like the very first episode, all the way through the 80s. Wow. So I grew up kind of like under, going to BET a little bit. Like I actually was on the radio at 4 years old in Washington, D.C. So I think I was the youngest, may still be the youngest on-air radio personality, at that time in the world. So
Wow.
Yep. So I was like cutting the shows, cutting tape, and they showed me how to work the board and put the records on and all of that kind of stuff. And I was interviewing people. It was like a kid show, so I was interviewing like clowns, and I would interview like the program director of the radio station. It
Wow.
was through a children's museum, and the station was called WPFW.
Okay.
So, due to the fact of me being a young black kid doing something good and positive, they would put me on covers of magazines. I actually went to the White House when I was 4 years old. I was in the Washington Post, like standing next to President Ronald Reagan. So, yeah, so I was like, they had to do the background check. I remember they had to have the social security number and all of that for me to even go there at 4. So
Wow.
by the time I'm 6, I moved to Detroit. And, I love music ever since I came out the womb. I was already listening to music before that. And, because my dad had a nice big record collection, so I was just listening to that and whatever the family had, my aunts, uncles, mom, whoever. And, hip hop was kind of new at that time, especially for my parents and them. So, they didn't understand why I'm trying to scratch on their record player and all, and taking stuff apart and, making little tapes and
Wow.
just being self-taught, just watching TV, listening to music, and just trying to figure out like how did they do this.
Mm-hmm.
So, by the time I'm like 6, 7, 8, I'm like in the basement, like I got some record players, some tables set up, and they probably didn't work, but I was just acting like I was DJing.
Wow.
So even since then, and then after that, I start recording myself DJing, scratching and stuff, 8, 9. Then I start recording myself rapping. And then like by the time I was in high school, like people that rap that I thought was dope at school, I would record them on a karaoke machine at my house or even at their house because it was portable. So we would do that. And little did I know I was engineering and producing. I didn't even know exactly what I was doing. But, eventually we like, okay, we've been doing this for like 3, 4 years. It's time to get serious. Let's get some real beats because we were just rapping off of instrumentals on the B side of records and stuff like that,
Wow.
CD series and stuff. So eventually we started reaching out to people to get beats and stuff, but we was young. We was like 16, 17. So we didn't have no money, no jobs, no nothing. So, it was like taxing, like they'd be charging 300, 400, and then you got to pay for studio time too, and you got to pay for this and that. By the time I look up, every song was like $1,000. I'm like, no, I got to learn how to do this on my own. So fortunately, I was young and just, be ambitious enough to say, okay, I can learn this.
Mm.
If I'm at a college age, like almost like I can learn anything. So let me learn it. And I just, we started House Shoes House. He didn't teach us all the secrets. He was like, okay, this is how you turn it on. This is how you save. This is how you sample. All right, have a good time. So we like, oh, okay. So I'm looking at this thing with all these buttons on there. I'm like, what am I about to do? Like, it was kind of intimidating a little bit. So, like I'd be listening to like Outkast, Manny Fresh, Juvenile, Brandy, Dr. Dre, Dilla. Then, I started going back and discovering stuff like Prince and Jimi Hendrix and stuff like that. So I was like thinking from the perspective of like, okay, especially like Jimi Hendrix and Prince, like they actually, to me, I would have always loved to probably play guitar, but I never played guitar. But I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna make this MPC my instrument, and because the thing was they was creating a sound that had never been heard before. They was doing something new that made them so great. So I wanted to, make a sound that I heard before out of that machine, and just not necessarily like a direct teacher. I was just stumbling upon sounds and ideas.
You are In My House, hosted by T. Carlita, where the true stories are told and great music is played.
I'm Wayne County Treasurer Eric Sabri. There are payment plans available to help save your property. Visit our website at treasurer.waynecounty.com or email us at taxinfo@waynecounty.com for further information. We're here to help.
In My House Radio, online 24/7. Featuring only the best techno and house music. And be sure to tune in for Sunday Inspiration, every Sunday from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Get connected, www.inmyhouse65.com.
Welcome, Judge Mathis. Thanks for coming to share an important message with the Wayne County taxpayers.
Well, thank you for allowing me to help. You know, most of my life I was a resident of Wayne County, and so I'm here to help because Treasurer Shabri wants to work with Wayne County homeowners to keep families in their homes and prevent foreclosure.
If you're having trouble making your property tax payments, let us know. We have many resources to help.
Already in a payment plan? It's important you stay in good standing.
Making property tax payments is now easier than ever. We have placed payment kiosks in community centers across the county. We've also added kiosks in our offices. Contact us at 313-224-5990 or email us at taxinfo@waynecounty.com.
And remember, stay safe, save time, make your appointments and payments online.
One day I was like, yeah, man, told my friend T. Calmise, like, man, I need to figure out like something that I could be doing that's going to be my own sound. And he was like, man, you already have your own sound. I was like, what? What do you mean? He's like, yeah, that little bleeps and blips thing you do. Yeah, that's you. That's your thing. I'm like, oh, really? I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm doing something different. I didn't really realize it.
Right.
Because, it's like when I'm just listening to music and I hadn't been to the studio really like that yet. So I was just imagining this must be the way that Pharrell and, Dr. Dre and all these guys are doing their beats because, I got this one machine. I have to make all the sounds. Yeah, for the most part, all I cared about was like if my homies like the tracks or whatever. And then, eventually I'm like 22, 23, 24, you know what I mean? My mom was like, so what are you going to do with your life? So I was like making a beat at the time. And I was like, I'm going to make beats, you know what I'm saying? And she was like, yeah, good luck.
Good luck with that. Right.
And so I like, after you tell your mom, like, this is what I'm going to do, it's like, I felt like I had to do it. So I eventually attempted to meet Kanye West. And then, that ended up making it where I met 50 Cent, instead. Getting passed around because I went to New York on a Greyhound bus.
Wow.
And my music got to 50. And they love my music. It just happened to, this is at the time that 50 Cent first came out, was a worldwide cultural phenomenon. He's the biggest artist in the world. And like I said, I wasn't even thinking about 50 because, he just almost seemed out of reach, you know what I'm saying? But fortunately, they heard my music, they liked it, and started using it. Lloyd Banks did one first.
Wait a minute, hold up. Which one did they put it on? I want to know because I'm a huge Lloyd Banks and I was huge 50 Cent when he first came out. So don't tell me you've been listening to it and didn't know that it was you.
Possibly so. So with the blue cover, I did what was that? Stranger. It's called Stranger.
Okay.
That was on Rotten Apple album. And then I was on Get Rich or Die Trying soundtrack, which, I was track number 2, which is called What If. That's the one he kind of like naming all the different rappers or whatever. Yeah. So that's how I knew everybody heard my music because he named everybody. Wow. And it was track number 2. And it went platinum like in like a week or 2.
Wow.
So after that, it just kept going platinum again and again. And like after that, I was out here. So I just got Money XL. He was like, okay, I'm gonna manage you. I'm gonna sign you to the production team for G Unit. So then he started taking my music to Talib Kweli and Music Soul Child and Snoop Dogg and all of these people. And I'm just in Detroit making the beats, sending them to him. And, all of these people started getting on my music. And within a year or two, I probably had, I don't even know how many.
Wow.
I started saying to myself,
that is amazing.
Yeah. It's a once in a lifetime, you know what I mean? That something like that could happen, you know what I mean? Chance and just like making tracks. Yeah!
fucking with this. It's that classic shit. That gangsta shit.
Thanks, Charles, for letting me use your gardening supplies. I'll make sure I put it back in the garage. Man, tending to that lawn is a lot of work.
Tell you the truth, Jim, I'm more concerned about keeping this house.
What's going on?
Well, you know, Sarah lost her job 2 months ago, right?
Yeah.
Since we lost that income, the bills have been piling up, and we're so far behind. I don't want to lose the house because of back taxes. I don't know what to do.
I understand. The same thing happened to my sister and her husband when he lost his job. Do you know that the Wayne County Treasurer has plans and programs to help people stay in their homes?
No, I didn't. Tell me about it.
Yeah, go to www.treasure.waynecounty.com to see if you qualify.
What's that site again?
www.treasure.waynecounty.com.
Got it.
In My House Radio, online 24/7. Featuring only the best techno and house music. And be sure to tune in for Sunday Inspiration, every Sunday from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Get connected, www.inmyhouse65.com.
So now let's fast forward to you know, these turntables.
Yeah. I got one.
News, the big news, the news flash.
Yeah, this is.
So let's talk about these turntables.
Yeah, this is.
You got that 1983 for me?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Is this the unveiling? This is the packaging?
So
okay.
Unboxing.
Yes. Let's unbox that baby.
Oh,
look at
Nix Electronix record player, portable.
Oh, it's a cutie. Oh my God.
Just put your record on top like this. Let me show you what it looks like.
And it really works?
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, of course it does. It's not a toy.
Yeah, so let me see. Let me grab a record. Hold on. Let me see. I don't know if I have any batteries here right now, but let me see what we can do.
So you mean to tell me that that's a portable record player? You could take that to the park and play records without having to take all the stuff with it?
You take it to the park. You sit on the front porch.
Wow.
Belle Isle Beach.
That's so awesome.
Look, you know, we got to come with a Motown here.
Yeah. And it just sits up there like that. Wow. And it's a record. Oh.
Yep. And then you can actually record like onto a flash drive onto the back of it right there. And you got your aux cord right there too. So you can plug it in the car, sit in your car.
45 on that joint.
Yeah, you can do 45, 33. You can save it on the SD card or flash drive.
You can even patch it into your computer because I see a little plug in there that you could put it into your computers. Oh my goodness.
And you know what? The reason I even thought of doing this is because I had a lot of supporters that would buy my records, and they'll just buy them just to support me. But some of them didn't even have a record player because I would come out with stuff that was on vinyl only with like Mike Banks and all of them.
Right.
You know, I was like, man, you know, I want them to actually like hear it. You know what I'm saying? So I thought of, you know, hey, what if I had a coffee table size record player? And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make this happen. So I've been trying to do this for years, and I was actually working for a brief, but you know, I found out a different way to do it and to get the design. I got it smaller. To me, technology is all about making it smaller and more portable and easier. You know?
Yeah, right.
So that's what it's all about. But
well,
yeah,
I am so proud of you. Now, how can people get those? So it's a limited edition.
Yeah. There's only a few left.
Okay.
That's your 1983 though. So each has a year dedicated on it. So you will be the owner for a year. So 1983
is gonna be right there. Wow.
And you know, my name. And then I hand signed it, and you know, here you go.
That is so awesome. So
Thank you.
what's next for you? I mean, I'm like, it's hard to make me speechless, but I'm just so
Yeah,
to you, and I'm like, wow, I
thank
just
you.
didn't know that you were like, you always this cool, humble,
Thank you.
smiling, always amped up. Like
Yeah.
you it's never a dull moment when you run into Nick Speed. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. Copy, go hang out with Nick Speed. He will definitely get you tuned up real
Hey, you know what? I just be grateful and thankful because, like I just told you in my story, I mean, you know, that could have been anybody. It's like God chose me, you know what I mean, to be who I am. So I know that it's a blessing that I'm in the position I'm in for me to be able to share my music with the world and share my ideas beyond music with the world and just, spread joy and love, you know what I mean? And that's what it's really all about. Just feel good. And that's what I've always been about, regardless. So I guess I'm in the right field, but that's what it's all about. And so for what's coming next, I'm working on a documentary with my sister and my so look out for that coming soon. That's gonna be crazy. Great. We already shot most of it. We're just in the editing stage now. And I'm also doing the soundtrack. I'm scoring that.
well,
And then
you make music, why not?
yeah. Right, but this is my first time really producing a movie though. So like Lauren and I are producing it together. So that's a fun process because I do so much research. Like even though he's telling stories, but we have like all of these old pictures and stuff that we digitized, all these old videos we digitized, and then I'm finding other things out about these years because I'm like looking up, okay, what was going on in 1983? Okay, Thriller. You know what I mean? And I get to just kind of get a better idea of what exactly was going on and what makes that story important. You know, but look out for more new music as always. I got music with Bodie James that's coming soon. I got some ghetto tech I'm dropping real soon. Bunch of great events. Me and Rose Spit, Coney Island. Me and Sheefy McFly, we've been doing the ghetto tech brunches on Sundays
I
at
know.
the Elephant Room. So it's free. It's all love. That's all it is. It's
When I
just
get out of this cast, I'm gonna come hang out with y'all. I
I
gotta get out
know.
of
Hey,
this cast
listen,
first.
I'm gonna come see you with that record player.
Yes, please. I can't wait. So, Nick, listen, I am so proud of you. I am so grateful that we had this time to spend to just let people get the little short version of who you are and how you came about. But G Unit and Lloyd Banks, Lord have mercy, had no idea. But that's awesome. And doing a movie and got a turntable. It's just amazing. I'm so super proud of you and so happy to call you my brother. You are definitely one of my Spirit of 313 brothers. And I can't wait till people watch this to be like, wow, I had no idea.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I need some more stickers.
Yeah, you my street
More of my house stickers.
that's how we met because I was out somewhere and I had introduced myself and you was like, I already know who you are. I was like, really? He was like, yeah, this sticker and give me some of them stickers. And every time you see me, give me a stack of stickers. Every time you see me, have some stickers.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate that,
Yeah,
I had no clue that you had already knew who I was, but you've been supportive from day one. I appreciate that, really. So when you bring my turntable, I'll give you some stickers and I'm gonna give you a from the turntable too.
All right,
So
okay,
how much
okay.
turntable so people will know before they sell out?
So everyone can go to playgrounddetroit.com and it's gonna allow you to order the record player, and you could pick the year that you want. The years that are available, the ones that are not available, they're already crossed out. So there's only a few left. I guess it's the shop of playgrounddetroit.com. So Nix Electronix, brand new company, Black owned, independent, first time in 50 years, from what I know, that a hip hop artist has started their own record player company or whatever, even though we the ones that turned it into the instrument. So,
Right.
It's our time now, people. It's our time.
And the 50 years of hip hop, no time like the present, right? It's such
only one time that you get 50.
That's right. Well, listen, Nick, you take care of yourself, continue to do great things, continue to represent 313 the way that you do. And as soon as I get out of this cast, we're gonna hang out. I'm coming to the Ghetto Tech brunch. I'm coming to something. You and Sheefy,
all right,
my man. I love both of y'all.
Oh man, come on, Tina.
Yeah.
I thank you for your platform. I love you.
Thank you so much. Well,
All
this
right.
is T. Carlita for the In My House Techno Music Show. As always, where the true stories are told and great music is played. So y'all better hurry up and get them while they last, because they going quick. They going quick. They going quick.
Oh, quick. Where it go?
I'm so proud of you. I had no idea. Now I'm about to go listen to my G Unit and see what you got.
Oh yeah, I'm on all the mixtapes too. All the mixtapes. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Man, thank you so much.
Welcome to Detroit, man. We got some powerful people in our network. I'm telling you.
That's right. That's right. And you want to.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that so much.
Knock Scott with the pen and Rob plot would have been that Angela if I didn't want bread instead of a seller. I could reach another era and tell how we used to be, lay back and blew the tree and wrote your eulogy. Live lawless, I know I'm not flawless, know I'm not big as Christopher Wallace. Do right here and get your rights read, loud and clear, and you can hear it turn the lights red. Understand loud and clear, we could be over and out. Long as we secure the bag, we never going without, never going through pain, and you can hear it means a lot. All black right off the bat, robbing like I roll with Bruce Wayne. So don't fuck with it, just leave it alone. We need it now quick and hit the streets with a loan. In my hood, we used to flip back with slides and monkey bars. Now we just flip packs and slide in fucking bars and circles. They don't call you for a damn thing unless they need that damn name for their campaign. It's a damn shame. Dog since 3rd grade, got home from doing 10. Told me do my thing as things that he might do again and be small. Therefore when it's time I transform. Cars come out growing fangs in red form. Never had no one to care for him until it over the streets. Wasn't over the beats or a damn song. Promoted with everybody your grand champ. Independent without a brand stamp. Hold us back until they hand cramp. Money is power, set prices like we on Bandcamp. You got deciphered, think I'm right as a hand lamp. Say I'm on track, on the rise like a land ramp. I'm trying to get a hold like a truck with the can clamp. Terrified of winning, catching the wave, making the sand damp. 48206, everybody plays the fool. Nix speed, women always said my name was cool. I was taught to never break the rule. You better take the tool, cause back then some niggas shot on the first day of school. So how's that for save children? They plotted in bandos, paint peeling, the type of shit have a saint stealing. So don't tell me what you ain't dealing when all you want is waking up from your wildest dreams, having the same feeling. I'm just trying to feed mommy, trying to make millions. Dogs lick their own wounds, they ain't healing. They set you down for barking and beefing. For dope they would arrest us, now they offering treatment. My offering to the globe, me out of zombie land, on top of a soapbox inside of a laundry stand. And I stand gripping my bars in my hand. Trust and believe when I get the bands that I lust to receive. They afraid when everything will be robotic. And I'm still trying to produce the Detroit Chronic. And that's all game, nothing to lose, all gain. If they didn't really live it, they can't feel y'all pain. Low on the block, dressing all plain. I'm just trying to ball while I'm rocking ball, man. Fly like a small plane since I was delivered. Dr. Paul Crane, I'm off to the beat of my own drum. I grew up off of that slim and that old slump. Now everybody wanna show off and throw some. Only a few that's hopeful and wholesome. My tape 39 tracks, bitch, I go dumb. Boy, we shaping the culture, we serve the plug like we selling the perfect drug and tie it together like a Persian rug. Sick of the doubting, we made it from the public housing. Still Flint kids can't drink water from the fountain. Don't fake fuck with me, been loyal since we started up. Some people only fuck with you when you curdied up. Art doing good with that bullseye dirtied up. I'ma just be real right here since we brought it up. Used to be a team together, then we partied up. Used to let them be around fake, then I smartened up. Since then I shot for the stars and then I smartened up. Now I'm in my studio making songs and they hard as fuck. Go some, go dumb, baby, let me hold some. Go dumb, throw some, go dumb, baby, let me hold some. Where you at there, hey, where you at? Where you at there, hey, where you at? Where you at there, throw some, oh, throw some. Where you at there, hey, where you at? Oh,
Yeah.
In My House, hosted by T. Carlita, where the true stories are told and great music is played.